right there walking around. So the first thing I did, push the levels. Now we can see him a little better, and he's got that leaned over sloped walk. And now he's walking right behind this pine tree right here. So how big could that pine tree be? That is the question. Okay, so a mature pine tree could have a diameter of 22 inches. In the beginning of the clip, we get a look at some pretty big trees, so it looks like a mature enough forest. Here's something else interesting. Okay, so they've got a Jack Russell. Well, Jack Russells are said to be fearless. And look at his charge out there. I would say that's true. And then a few seconds later, he has come on back to the house. He's going to do this from a nice, safe distance. So there is some fear there with this fearless dog. Okay, so it's safe to say this pine tree right here could be 22 inches in diameter. Knowing that, we can now use it as a measuring device. So I took it and I laid it down here and started making copies. I made them transparent so we could see. And here I'll put a mark up there so that we can see the top of the big guy's head. See his head there. And get these back in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The big guy back there is over 7 tree diameters tall. Question is 22 inches times 7 trees, that's 154 inches tall, divided by 12 inches and a foot. That would have him at almost 13 foot tall. Well, let's be more conservative. Instead of 22, let's say this pine tree right here is only 18 inches wide. 18 times 7, 126 divided by 12 inches. That would have him 10 foot tall. That's a giant. Let's just do this. Let's go super conservative and say this mature pine tree here is only 12 inches in diameter. That still has this guy back here at 7 foot tall. So that means that some NBA player size guy dressed up in a giant costume and on Christmas Day is out there walking around in the snow, in the woods, disturbing somebody's house, risking getting shot for what? Do you buy that? Even if that were true, that still makes this a pretty amazing clip. That's a big, big guy back there. That's why that fearless Jack Russell head back to the house. All right, so that is all I've got. What diameter do you think that tree is right there? And how far out in front of it is it from this guy? Because he could be even bigger than what I had said there.